Welcome, welcome. Welcome. Hi, con artist. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just a couple of minutes late. I had to go into the cat's building and check on them. And of course, the criminals put me to sleep like minutes before. They like to do that. So I hope everybody's doing well. Remember to hit the thumbs up, whoever's coming in. And the interesting thing is, when I tried to set up the live tonight, I could not set it to subscribers only. It was missing again. So it's very bizarre how that happens. Choose to take control. Hi, STL. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. As you're joining into the chat, I'm just going to go get my hot chocolate. I'll be right back. Hello, everybody. Okay, I'm back. All right, let's see who's here. Con artist, SDL. Well, welcome, gentlemen. let's see. In terms of YouTube settings, my videos, I could not enable comments. Now I have comments. I take that as a win. Only took a year or so. Hi, Dream, Miss Dream. I have not seen any of Reynada's lives. A lot of times, other people's lives are during a time when I just can't. I can't listen in. It's good to exercise patience. Yes, it is. It certainly is. And well, another reason why I was 7 minutes late tonight, mostly because I would have been on time, but I was interrupted by our fox, our resident fox. Hi, Fred. Welcome. So I'm coming out of the Cats building and I see something to my left, and it's like, that's not a raccoon. And it's the fox. Like, the fox is waiting for me. Everybody knows when I come out of the Cats building, I usually have food with me. So the fox actually followed me back to my house and just kind of waited there for more food. Let's see. What do you guys think? Um, Let's see. Greetings, good health to all TIs. Ha, Dr. Dream. Wasn't there a scary movie like that? Dr. Dream. Are any of you old enough to have remembered a film? I'm going to say back in, I must have been like 12 years old. So it was a long time ago. The Fantastic Voyage, where they shrink these scientists and doctors into like miniature little creatures that go into a syringe into somebody's body, and they're going in there to fight the. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Trying to cure this person. It just kind of remind me of what's happening to us now. Oh, is it really SDL? When you have time, if you have a link that you can put in the chat or send it to me via email, the type that you purchased. Yeah, I love that movie. Like, my mother was like so into like monster movies and uh, we used to watch this creature features, and um, you remember that film? Yes, yeah. Um, But my mother loved all of those futuristic movies and monster movies. She's the one that took my brother and I was really young, to King Kong. You know, the big gorilla in New York City that's like dangling from what, 34th Street. What was that? I'm not even remembering it now. Um, but in hindsight, when I look at that movie, I mean, it looked like a cartoon compared to the technology that we have now. King Kong, the original, exactly, exactly. I remember being in the movie theater. My mother took us. My mother was so funny. She loved these kinds of movies. She took us to see Godzilla also. Oh my goodness. I remember when I saw the Stepford Wives thinking, oh my goodness, is that bizarre? But I feel like I'm living amongst the Stepford Wives. Only they're hillbilly Stepford Wives. Yes, the film was made in the 60s. Exactly. Well, I was born in 58. Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. You were born in 1970. Yeah, Con Artist posted some two really good videos in the last couple of days. Welcome, everybody. I have a question. And I know that every targeted person is going to say that they're all a test subject because basically we are to a certain degree. But how many of you are actually being tested on? Like either injected or radiate? Hi, please wake up. Welcome. Please remember to hit the thumbs up when you come in. I wasn't able to set the live to subscribers only. It didn't exist. Every once in a while that happens, which is why a couple of weeks ago when the live just disappeared, it's because it was for members only. I had no idea. So it's public now, so anybody can join. So it appears like there's 12 people listening or watching, and only about 5 participating. But if you 12 people can hit the thumbs up, it would help. Do you feel as if you are a test subject? And if you feel like you're a test subject, oh, thank you, Ace of Cups. Welcome. You told me that, Dream. I know, that's horrible. That is so horrible. See, when I hear these stories about how this has been going on since your childhood, I honestly didn't experience that. Hi, River Bluff. Yes, the remote neural monitoring. They see everything that's going on. So I take advantage of the fact that they can see everything that's going on. And I take advantage of that by sticking my middle finger up at them every once in a while. So then they take it upon themselves to cut the fingernail that's on that middle finger just to be spiteful. I think con artists. I think that that's what's happened with me as well. I think it's a revenge, vengeance, and it has to be because they draw the letter V's everywhere. So either it's V for vagina, V for vendetta, V for victory, V, you know. You call the perps con artists. I don't even have such good names for them. I call them cowards, little weenies, bun babes. The women are the bun babes, perverts. Oh, you feel bad saying it. Yeah, other people have asked, like, why did you choose the name con artist, right? So I think I've noticed amongst targeted people, bun babes, because they drive around wearing a bun. They're like the plain Janes, they've got their dark glasses on. They're wearing a bun, no makeup. Not that I'm looking any fancy either, but listen, if I were getting paid to harass somebody, I'd look a little better. Yeah, I've noticed with targeted people, we've got some really crazy ass names, right? They can't stand the sun and they always have heavy sunglasses. Yes, they always have those sunglasses. And the smirky grins. They've got those smirky grins. Entitled, untouchable. They don't realize that they're all being used. That's what, the mafia does. They have soldiers, and then after the soldiers know too much, what do? They have to get rid of them. Yeah, and I know. It's so horrible what they do to animals. All animals. It's not just cats and dogs either. Farm animals. I'm convinced that the reason why animals run away is because of the frequencies and a deliberate harassment. I mean, they even do it to racehorses. They'll stun them to get them to move out of the gate faster. I think it's disgusting. It's really unusual. Like in New Jersey, I didn't pay so much attention to the cars. What I would do is, I was out a lot. I was out of the house a lot more frequently. So I would just park wherever I was going. Let's say I was going to buy pet food, and I'd park and I'd just stay there a couple of minutes longer, and you'd see them. You scout out, and you could see who the criminals were that were stalking you. I mean, here there are not a lot of people that live around here. So the fact that I could have like a traffic jam in front of my driveway, it's just so bizarre. I know. Well, you know what? You just get the dog and protect the dog as best you can. There's so many animals out there that need homes. They're better in your care than in an animal shelter. Ace of Cups says, yesterday I spoke out loud and told them that I wouldn't join the psychos. I won't sell my soul today. I went for a bike ride. There was somebody walking towards me with a shirt, sell your soul. Oh my goodness, that's too much. How are they able to do that so quickly? Do they have like a printer in every town to print t-shirts? A TI told me they had a whole fleet of white cars following. I thought of your point that you don't pay attention to the cars and the colors. I really don't. I only look at the cars to see what kind of models they are and stuff because around here, like I said, the cars are like all brand new and expensive. You can always tell who the agents are by the cars they drive. And then, of course, when the neighbors have a new pickup truck, you know who bought it. River Bluff says, has anyone else been seeing 666 or 911? Well, no, I generally don't. The only time I see those numbers is when it's in the news. It'll catch my attention, or 33. Yeah, I mean, every time I leave the house, somebody's in here. In fact, when I was in the Cats building, while I'm in there, I hear the stalkers driving back and forth on the county road. They're all signaling to the cloakers on the property right now. It wasn't. You're not going to believe this, but I've mentioned it before. It wasn't until one of the subscribers mentioned about the one headlight, uh, being a stalker, that I never paid attention to it. So I only learned about the one headlight living here. Oh, that's so funny about that live that you were on yesterday with a guy named Jake. It was a Star Wars topic, and today my DoorDash guy was named Jake, and the toy was a Star Wars toy. How do they do this stuff? It's remarkable. Yes, sometimes those cars travel in evenly spaced convoy with a cop car in front or at the back. Well, what I noticed in New Jersey, there was always a car that would drive up behind me, like get really close, and then it would back away. And then there would be a car right behind it. And then when I realized what was going on, I just started to do these fast turns, and then I would park and let them drive past me. Oh, you see them on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok as much. I used to be on it more. They did something with the algorithm, so when I sign on there, I don't get to see all the news that I used to see. And other people have been complaining about it. Hi, HM. Welcome. when you just please remember to hit the thumbs up. Let's see, I believe we're in our own simulation, like a synthetic illusion that's synced to our brain. Well, they certainly manipulate time. Oh, I think I mentioned that my watch was stolen. Well, guess what? They returned it and they stuffed it in my pencil holder, broken. Heaps of perps on TikTok. Oh yeah, some of the creators openly display their Eye of Horus, Masonic eye. Yes, they've created, I think for all targeted people, they've created this simulated reality. I don't like it. It doesn't it doesn't fit well. Oh, that's interesting. When you speak to the targeted person in Singapore, are they American that moved there or somebody who's originally from Singapore? Yes, Eric Karlstrom has great stuff. He's got a lot of good stuff. His channel, his website is chock full of good information. It's local Asian. Okay. Now, what is what's the targeting like in Singapore? Oh, that's interesting. They identified who the intelligent, independent thinkers are, so they decided to discredit us by syncing us with a schizo simulation. Well, my neighbors are definitely schizo. I'm telling you, it's like it's nuts around here. It's totally nuts. Oh, really? See, the VRL has traveled around the world. So I'm always curious to hear other people's perspectives on the targeting in other countries. Hi, KG. Welcome. Yeah, VRL. He's not posting as much lately. I remember he said that like he'll post for a while and then he has to take these breaks, I think, for work. Yeah, my neighbors harass everybody. My neighbor, yeah, Ace of Cups says my neighbors are the biggest obstacle to selling my place. Well, because they approach everybody. They're absolutely disgusting. But like I said, if my house doesn't sell this year, I'm going to file a lawsuit and I'm going to sue every one of these little effers down the block here. The property sells itself. The neighbors are like the scarlet letter on the property. Well, see, this is the thing. Um, if there were a family that moved here into my property, a husband and a wife, I would think they would think twice about harassing new people here. I really do. I mean, love to harass me because I'm a single woman here. 99-page document on fusion centers that was written to present to Congress. Oh, I would love to see that. Where did you get that 99-page document about fusion centers? Hi, please wake up. Oh my goodness. Please wake up says I was riding my bike Lorraine, and my backpack fell off. I went back to retrieve it, and I see over 25 cars on the road, all backed up, waiting for me to get it. They started following me in a small town, too. That is hilarious. I'm gonna have to go check out that Fusion Center document. That's what I've heard too in Thailand, that the actual stalking is less. Thank you. Advertise to biker gangs. Great land for Hell's Angels. Remote and dodgy cops. All good. I know. I have to start marketing the property. Just because it's on the MLS doesn't mean it's just going to sell that way. I have to start marketing to different locations. And you're right. I should like market it to biker gangs. Homesteaders, big families, big families who want to divide property, maybe come with your aunts and your uncles and grandparents. And I was actually going to contact Elon Musk thinking like this would be a great little town for his little ex to run around in. Exactly. Can you imagine how much time these losers have to make our walks and shopping their whole jobs? Yeah, the military is definitely involved. Yes, Elon, good land for sale. AI data center. Exactly. Exactly. Yes. No neighbors in the back against the Department of Forestry, running streams, wildlife. Yes, good place for a data center. Yeah, I've heard that about the Pokemon Go, that it was actually like a stalking app. As far as YouTube, my comments disappear, subscriber comments disappear. I'll post a comment and it's spelled incorrectly. I know I didn't do that. And or the words are jumbled up. So the question is, has anyone else's YouTube posts been getting censored more lately? An Ace of Cups has a helicopter overhead on the wall on the computer. You have 50% of what you post now. Um, are you uploading videos, River Bluff, or just or the comments? Yeah, that's really interesting. Dream. Pokemon Go was the beta test for the social stalking event. Now I remember when that was happening because my daughter and all her friends were involved with that, and I remember her telling me what they were supposed to do, and they had these hints about where they had to go in the neighborhood. And there were some of them that were just bizarre spots. One of them was actually um, Babies R Us, in a little mall up the block from us. They had to go to Babies R Us. And then there was this open lot diagonally across from our development, like very bizarre places that they had to go and log in these places. Yeah, I don't know where that fusion center link is, KG. Is it in your post? Is it on your homepage? KG, do you have a link that you can drop in the chat? Oh, it's in the posts. Okay, let me go in the posts. 1 second. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I see it. Oh my goodness. Who wrote this? Wait a minute, this is dated 2008. All right, let me drop this link in the chat. So this is a CRS report for Congress Fusion Centers. Issues and options for Congress, updated January 18, 2008. In 2008, I didn't know what a fusion center was. John Rollins, specialist in terrorism and international crime, foreign affairs, defense, and trade division. Fusion centers, summary. Although elements of the information and intelligence fusion functions are conducted prior to 9/11, often at state police, criminal intelligence bureaus, the events of 9/11 provided the primary catalyst for the formal establishment of more than 40 state, local, and regional fusion centers across the country. And you see how outdated this is? We have 80 fusion centers now. The value proposition for fusion centers is that by integrating various streams of information and intelligence, including that flowing from the federal government, state, local, and tribal governments, as well as the private sector, a more accurate picture of risks to people, economic infrastructure, and communities can be developed and translated into protective action. Fusion centers are state-created entities largely financed and staffed by the states, and there is no one model for how a center should be structured. State and local law enforcement and criminal intelligence seem to be at the core of many of the centers. While many of the centers have prevention of attacks as a high priority, there's little true fusion or analysis of disparate data sources, identification of intelligence gaps, and proactive collection of intelligence against those gaps, which could contribute to prevention is occurring. Some centers are collocated with local offices of federal entities, yet in the absence of a functioning intelligence cycle process, collocation alone does not constitute fusion. Let me just scroll down here. They've got the underlying philosophy, civil liberties, concerns and violations, time, funding. intelligence-led policing and other police models. This whole segment on staffing levels, law enforcement personnel, non-sworn personnel from law enforcement agencies, and non-law enforcement personnel, federal participation. I mean, this is so outdated, but I'm sure it's still, well, a lot of these functions holds. Oh, and then in the list of tables, table one, FBI and DHS interaction with fusion centers. That's on page 47. Let's just skip down to page 47. 1 second. Federal Fusion Center Guidelines. Under the aegis of the Department of Justice Global, Federal Fusion Center guidelines have been developed as recommended by the Homeland Security Advisory Council Intelligence and Information Sharing Working Group in December 2004. 2004. Okay, let me go into the live chat to see what's going on here. Yes, fusion centers are the hall of doom. Absolutely. Yes, the ACLU was consulted on that paper. Yeah, the ACLU wrote that phenomenal Trapped in a Black Box. I really want that updated. I haven't had the time. And just sometimes I just don't want to deal with the targeting and writing letters and complaints and stuff. I just want to be like normal. But I'm so far behind on filing complaints. But I want to write to Tulsi Gabbard and ask her if there's a way that they could update this Trapped in a Black Box. Bring it forward to 2025. I want to know how many people are on the list. I want to know why there's no way to get off the list. Why we can't FOIA request it. Why is it in the name of national security that we can't determine whether we're on or off the list? And why are they still keeping dead people on the list? I mean, this is bizarre. The ACLU, I think they got bribed, coerced, or whatever. Um, and just like people for the ethical treatment of animals, PETA. You wonder why PETA is not involved in all the animal torture because they have been threatened. So they're not going to get involved. Yeah, national security. Oh, they're doing a great job with national security, right? What actually is national? Oh, right. National security is opening the borders like the last 4 years, taking down the wall, selling the parts for money, letting invaders in with criminal records that are gangs. Oh yeah, in the name of national security, we'll let all these hundreds of thousands of people in with no checks and balances, but I can't confirm or deny. You can't confirm or deny if I'm on a watch list. I'm in my 60s. Oh, all right, I'm a national security risk. Because we tell the truth. We're a security risk. Yeah, the ACLU would not do. I contacted the ACLU when I lived in New Jersey, and they actually sent a response back and gave me some recommendations for choosing attorneys. But no, they weren't helping anymore. Yes, the infrastructure and the financial threat, whatever that means, it's all cloaked. It's all cloaked language. It's sort of like the way lawyers use language. Let's see. KG says, I interviewed the Human Rights Watch and sent them tons of documents, and their reports showed the same thing I found, but nothing was done at the federal level. We got it clear to Trump in his lap. Yeah, that national security BS. I mean, what a crock of BS. I think somebody needs to approach them. So, yeah, the legalese, exactly. Like, what is it in the name of national security? Like, how is that a threat? Why is there no due process? Why? Because we're being trafficked. That's why. Everything they're doing is against the law. Yes, it's like how a scam call centers pretend to be a legit company. So I'm going to go back to this document and see what else they have to say here. Let's see. Okay, so fusion centers, well, at least at this time, federal financial support for fusion centers has largely come in the form of Homeland Security Grant Program funding. While the amounts of funds recently provided by Congress to the Department of Homeland Security to support fusion center activities are unknown, past departmental funding activities could be interpreted as somewhat confusing. I believe that it's confusing deliberately. Then they have here the Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2008 provides DHS Office of Security and Office of Intelligence and Analysis funds to support state and local fusion centers. So there's lots of money going into these fusion centers. I guess we need to ask Doge to look into and do a deep dive into the fusion centers and Infraguard. Who's my secret admirer? Is that the is the creepy voice back? Is the creepy voice back, guys? I can't hear it if the creepy voice is back. The creepy voice is back. Okay, so let's see. We're at the 43-minute mark. And now Ace of Cups has another helicopter stalker doing another round overhead. Well, I can't believe he said because just like a couple of minutes ago, I had a helicopter over here too. You're gonna get a video. Oh, so the creepy voice has been here for a while. I wonder if the creepy voice is a subscriber. Okay, Con Artist says, look at Doge from another perspective, such as consider Elon is removing the honest people and leaving the doji. Oh my goodness. Well, somebody said when you look at the word Doge, if you get rid of the E at the ends and then you go backwards, it's God, God, like E God. I'm sure I'll hear the creepy voice when the chat is over and I listen to it again. Yeah, it's an interesting way to perceive it, removing the honest people and leaving the doji. Well, somebody had and let me they stage events and insert their occult terminology to mind control the bots. Well, speaking of occult, um, I asked ChatGPT to create an educational flyer about understanding occult stalking, and this is what I got. Let's see. What is occult stalking? Occult stalking is a form of targeted harassment that involves supernatural, ritualistic, or symbolic elements designed to intimidate and psychologically manipulate victims. It is sometimes linked to secret societies like cult groups or individuals practicing esoteric rituals to create fear and confusion, or I'm just going to add the three Masons, right? Here are the signs of occult stalking: symbolic messages and ritualistic signs. Victims may find occult symbols, pentagrams, sigils, runes drawn on their property, car, or personal belongings. And I find those things on this property. Unusual coincidences and synchronicities, repeated exposure to numbers, phrases, or eerie encounters that seem orchestrated. Ritualistic behavior, finding animal remains, strange arrangements of objects, or ritualistic markings in their vicinity. Psychological manipulation, whisper campaigns, gaslighting, or attempts to convict the victim that they're cursed or spiritually attacked. Electronic harassment, cryptic messages, eerie phone calls, or cyber stalking with occult themes. Shadowing and gang stalking elements, where groups of people following or watching the target in a coordinated manner. And the symbolism used in occult stalking: numbers. Repeated exposure to numbers like 666, 13, or 1111 may be used to create fear. Occult symbols, pentagrams, inverted crosses, the all seeing eyes, and alchemical symbols left as a message. Colors, black and red clothing, markings, or objects that may be used to symbolize power or danger. Animal remains, birds, cats, or bones left in symbolic arrangements. Unnatural sounds, chanting, whispers, or strange frequencies played at odd hours. How do you protect yourself? Stay rational and grounded, understand the psychological aspect that reduces its power. Document everything. Keep a detailed log. Take photos and record encounters. Secure your space. Install cameras, change locks, and protect your home. Seek support. Connect with trusted friends, community members, or support groups. Legal action. Report harassment to law enforcement with documented evidence. Spiritual and psychological protection. Seek guidance from religious leaders or professionals for mental resilience. How to report occult stalking. Law enforcement focus on tangible crimes such as trespassing, stalking, and property damage. Cybercrime units, if digital harassment is involved, report to cybersecurity agencies. Community leaders and activist groups. Some organizations document and advocate against organized harassment. Private contractors. If law enforcement is unresponsive, hiring an investigator can help gather credible evidence. Remember, occult stalking thrives on fear and on secrecy. By recognizing, documenting, and exposing these tactics, you reclaim your power and disrupt the cycle of harassment. So I thought that was interesting. So let me see. Hi, Bernadette. Welcome. Oh, the perps increased their harassment. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, I have they drew a sigil at the county creek when the judge poured that slab of concrete. The three masons came and drew a sigil. Unfortunately, I can't put pictures in the chat here. I do have a video. Let me see if I can find it on my channel. Oh, here it is. It was from July of last year. This will show you what it looks like. Michael Sarian. Yeah, I've not heard that name. That's not familiar to me, but I'll check it out. Oh, yes. Yeah, they like to burn sigils everywhere. Yeah, they did it in New Jersey too. You can clearly see what it is. Yes, they love to humiliate. They do these humiliation rituals too, and you have to understand that right now the moon is in the sign of Aries and it's increasing in light, so it's a crescent moon. So these creatures are going to be out and about. And let me get the date. Um, it's going to be. Let me see here. On Friday, March 14, we have a full moon lunar eclipse. Yes, full moon lunar eclipse. And at the same time, Mercury is going retrograde at the same time. Yep. Yeah, the 13th to the 14th. Well, it depends on if you're on the east or the west coast. Mercury's going retrograde at the same time. But let me just get to it here. March 20th. You have to understand March 20th is one of those witchy poo holidays, okay? This is the spring equinox. Ostara. The sun enters Aries, and it's also International Astrology Day, but this is when the sun enters Aries, zero Aries. So that would be March 20th. That's a Thursday. Oh, there's just so much going on over the next couple of weeks. You know, the month of March, we've got this eclipse, we've got Mercury retrograde, we've got the spring equinox. And during this time, for those of you who celebrate, Ramadan is all throughout like the month of March, and it ends on Sunday, March 30th. So, you know, these are holy times for certain people. Then on Saturday the 29th, because eclipses come in twos, like every 2 weeks, we've got the new moon solar eclipse on Saturday, March 29. So we've got the full moon's lunar eclipse on the 14th, the 13th, 14th, depending on where you're located. And then on Saturday the 29th, you've got the new moon solar eclipse in Aries. I'll probably do a video on that. Hi, Battle. Welcome. Welcome, Battle. Yeah, psycho time. Oh, forget. Well, guess what happened on May Day, May 1st? That's when they cut the triangle in my arm. The losers. Yeah, it's a satanic ritual abuse and trauma-based mind control. Well, it means something to them because it's the energy, uh, certain energetic alignments of the planets and stuff. I just got this alert. Fighter jets deployed. Let's see. Fighter jets deployed over Florida. NORAD on high alert. Yeah, that's a huge satanic day. Yeah, they love their satanic shit. I'm sure they all jerk off thinking about it. The whole month of March and um, through April, Aries. Then Mercury goes direct on April 7th. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on between March and April, astrologically or astronomically. And Venus turned retrograde. 317. This year, let me see if there's anything on 317. Let's see. It's St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, it's St. Patrick's Day. And east on the East Coast here, the moon enters Scorpio and it squares Pluto. And that's it. It's St. Patrick's Day. You know, St. Patrick's Day, people get drunk. They drink a lot. And it's on a Monday. Let's see. Yep, I think the Jesuits must love their St. Patrick's Day. All my exes, most perps I've met in my life, were involved with the occult big time. Actually, none of. Let me think about this for a minute. Not my ex. My ex-husband was not involved at all. Um, I don't really think any of my boyfriends were. A lot of my friends were involved in the occult. Oh, you emailed me that link. Oh, good. Yeah, I want to check that out. Sing the song The Age of Aquarius, and the Masons employees would sing along. That song would bring them out. That's hilarious. And the green is significant in satanic. Green? Really? Oh, okay. I'll go get it. Let me check out my mail. Okay, I see it here. Okay, this is called. I posted the link to the methylene blue. It's reasonably priced. You can set it up on subscribe and save. So do you like it? Like, have you noticed anything? I'm just going to add it to my cart so that I remember it. Thank you. Let's see. They alter the calendar anyway, so he even knows. Yeah, I think we're in the age of Leo, self-sabotage, self-absorbed perverts. No offense to anyone here that's a Leo. I'm just reading what you're writing here. So yeah, so there was a subscriber that used the term occult stalking. And it that's what it is. It's occult stalking. Occult stalking refers to a form of targeted harassment that incorporates supernatural, ritualistic, or symbolic elements to intimidate and psychologically manipulate victims. It's sometimes linked to secret societies, cult like groups, or individuals who practice esoteric rituals to instill fear in their targets. Unlike traditional stalking, occult stalking may involve symbolic messages, eerie synchronicities, and psychological warfare designed to make the victim feel disoriented and isolated. So some of the symbolic messages they're saying are victims may notice strange symbols, pentagrams, sigils, or occult markings appearing near their home, car, or workplace. Oh, yes, absolutely. I mean, everything around here, they're like witches everywhere. Literal witches. It says they have whisper campaigns and psychological manipulation, attempts to convince the victim that they're cursed, hexed, or spiritually attacked. Electronic harassment, receiving cryptic messages, eerie phone calls, or cyber stalking with occult themes. Shadowing and gang stalking elements, being followed by groups of people who behave in a way that suggests coordinated intimidation tactics. Unnatural sleep disturbances and emotional manipulation, nightmares, waking up to odd noises, or sensing an eerie presence around. Dark ritualistic behavior, finding animal remains, like in your mailbox, ritualistic objects, strange arrangements of items that resemble occult practices. So I thought that was interesting. The creepy voice is hate watching. Is the creepy voice still there? Ace of Cups says, whenever I do a tarot on them, I get four main cards for them. Three of Swords, Six of Swords, Strength card, and the Devil card. Yeah, they like their triangles. The symbols give them away. And plus, they want to take credit. They want to take credit for they're narcissists, so they need to take credit. So they have to leave their signature behind. Oh, okay. The Three of Swords. That's interesting. Yes, the Alphabet Agency. That's a good card for that. The Three of Swords. Yes, and the Six of Swords. Interesting. And very interesting. Yes. Oh, okay. I was wondering how the Strength card applied. Strength is coercion or persuasion. Well, the Devil card is you know, yes. Yeah, I don't like that card. I mean, of course, when you look at that card in the deck, I mean, there's nothing that looks like that in the world. Not of this world, anyway. It's half of a bat, it's half of a hairy man. Yeah. No, there's no way we're going to Team Lucifer. Yes, it does speak for itself. Well, let's see. Richard Moore is going to start exposing corrupt lawyers. That should be fun. Lucifer knows you're still his enemy. Oh my goodness. I don't. I'm sure Ace of Cups. I'm sure he might take a hit on it, but I might get in really big trouble. Michael Sarian. Let me just cut and paste that. Let me see. Michael Sarian. Okay, so I'm looking up Michael Sarian. Oh, there's a channel, Michael Sarian Interviews. Let's see what this is. Oh, it says this is not Michael's channel. Enjoy it anyway. All right, so basically these are interviews with Michael Sarian on somebody else's channel. I guess he got permission to post all of these interview videos here. Oh, here's one. Looks like a good one. Michael Sarian, The Female Illuminati, 2019. Psychic Vampires, Michael Sarian. Esoteric Thoughts, May 2022. Well, that looks interesting. Yes, yes. Oh, really old videos? I bet there are a few perps on Lorraine's live. They usually thumbs down, I think. Oh, yeah. Oh, as soon as I post a video, any video, it doesn't matter what the video is, but if any of it is evidentiary or relating local to anything, it gets downvoted to 50%. It's like automatic. Yeah, I didn't know anything about him. I don't know, I think I've heard the name, but I don't know anything about him. Oh, the voice picks up when I walk away. Well, I am going to walk away and get my hot chocolate, which is not hot anymore. It's got to be ice cold by now. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. I wish we could understand what that creepy voice is saying. Some people say that it's like a V2K. It's or like a subliminal message. 23 thumbs up and 22 in the chat. Yeah, excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There was something, let's see. I have this document. I had posted it in the chat last week, but I'll post it again. It's a very long, well, it's 35 pages, but it might be something that you're interested in. It's the biological effects of electromagnetic radiation, radio waves. Here it is, five. Now, I want to show you a document. I don't know if you have one of these in your state. So, this is in Kentucky. Kentucky Office of Homeland Security Civil Rights and Civil Liberties Implementation Plan. I'm going to put the document down below because there is a method for filing a complaint through this facility. And I wonder if there's something similar in your state. Has anyone heard anything from Nappy, Jacob, or Eleanor White? Hi, Tony. I don't know who Nappy or Jacob is. I do know of Eleanor White, but I haven't heard from her. I think she's on, or was on, a mailing list that I was on. Oh, that's so weird about your video. Hi, Tony. Welcome. I'm actually going to be signing off soon, but let me ask you, would you like for me to let the chat run for a little while, even if I'm not participating? Please wake up. Like, are you Robert? Request for truth? Please wake up. Let's see. And please remember to hit the thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There was a guy called Nappy Head Roots. You don't see his videos these days. Eleanor had great information. Did Eleanor White have a YouTube channel? I've noticed a lot of people who had some interesting videos are not posting anymore, and it could be for a number of reasons. It doesn't necessarily mean that anything's happened to them, but there are a lot of people, even in other forums on YouTube, that have decided to not post as much for the digital ID. They don't want to post anything that's going to be affiliated with them that might be used against them or something like that. Yes, SDL, I did. And actually I posted the link in the chat. Yes, I posted the link in the chat. I went to Amazon and I stuck it in my cart. Nappy Head Roots. He was a TI USA, lived in his van. He had some funny footage of perps. Was that his YouTube channel name, Nappy Head Roots? Let me check it out. I've had helicopters fly over my house like the last couple of hours, like often. Okay, so I see Nappy Head Roots he had a lot of subscribers. Okay, so he last live streamed 4 years ago. His last videos are from 4 years ago. Yeah, so he hasn't posted in 4 years. This is a link to his channel. Have I heard from who? Average Joe is he posted. He's been posting the last couple of days. So this is the Nappy channel. I don't know who she is. Danny Ree P. Does she have a channel? Lang Marine. Let me check it out. Let me see. Lang Marine. Okay, this is Lang Marine. Oh, she was interviewed by David. I would have to go check that out. I usually watch David's interviews, but every once in a while I'll miss one. I listened to an interview with a man named Kenneth today. This Lang Marine, he's got a lot of subscribers and only 17 videos. He's got more than 18,000 subscribers and only 17 videos. And I've got over 2,100 videos. I have under 3,000 video subscribers. So his videos are 9 years old. He hasn't posted anything in 9 years. So why do you think that targeted people just stop posting videos? Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah, I saw that interview today too, and I like the last one too with oh, what was the guy's name? He was giving some good information about research he's done. Let me go find it. Oh yeah, so the one that I saw today was with T.I. Henry. That's the one I watched today. It's T.I. Henry. And then Kenneth was a couple of days ago. Adam, that was the one. I that was a good interview. Sherry story. Yeah, Sherry stopped posting too. Yeah, I was well. Sherry started doing like advertisements. I guess she was trying to make some money with advertising and promoting products, and I haven't seen those either. Yeah, that Adam video was good, and Onion Head Andrew stuff is good also. Yes, 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 yes. He had his scans. It was after he posted that video about his scans that I contacted them and I spoke with them on the phone. They're located in Arizona. Yacon Artist 333. Yes, I've spoken to Ciara on the phone. Well, Jeff was here for a couple of weeks. I don't know what happened to him. He disappeared. I unsubscribed to his channel. There are some targeted people I've unsubscribed to. Yes, if you have the scans done, you can prove that you've been implanted. Absolutely. And that scan was about $1,000. He had to physically go to that facility. It's not easy to always pick up and fly to another state. Oh, that's good. Snowy owl. That's good. I would love to get the testing done, but what am I going to do? I can't leave my animals here and just pick up and leave. The criminals would be on the property, like vandalizing it, breaking in, stealing stuff. I mean, which they do while I'm here anyway, but it would be that much worse. And I don't have anyone to care for the animals. So, yeah, I didn't know that there was anyone in Florida that could scan. The only one that I know that's in Florida is that doctor. There's a doctor. Oh, I forget his name. Hoffer, but he only accepts medical insurance. If you pay cash, he won't accept you. Well, I know that they don't have to implant you, and As Adam said, the only reason they do implant you is for torture. Yeah, I'm not familiar with her channel. Oh no, it really is happening. Please wake up. Yeah, he spoke to another Ti said he loved my interview, but wasn't sure if cloaking suits for remote control animals was a thing. Oh, it sure is a thing. Oh, it absolutely is. When you see it happening, it's unbelievable. The thing with the implants is you feel them. They're uncomfortable. They're itchy. They infect your body. They're usually some heavy metal. Yes, Melinda Kidder, she's in Missouri. I don't know who does the nano testing. They can get your cat or dog or animal to do anything. Oh, the cloaking is very real. It's very real. I mean, they're cloaked here. Oh, that's happened here. Where there has literally been a copter over the property that I could not see. It was right over. I could hear it. It was there. And then I actually saw one fade away. Yeah, they can be stealth in the sky for sure. I haven't seen anything turn into something else. It is very sad when they start trying to control your animals. You can actually see it happening. It is very sad. Their personalities change. Like they look like they're depressed. Yeah, that happens here at the chickens. Will start cackling, and I'll go outside, and there's nothing there. But I don't see anything. Hi, gang stalking is a crime.com. Yeah, YouTube has been deleting comments like crazy. So many people have emailed me or commented that my comment's missing. So I'll go into, my YouTube studio to see if it's held for review and it's not even there. Like I never see it. I have never seen the comments. I do get comments held for review if you're oh, Dr. Hildy. I've had an appointment with Dr. Hildy. She's retired now. I had an appointment with her in New Jersey. She was the one who told me that they're experimenting on my cats to torture me. Yeah, she's retired. Yeah, I my appointment with her in New Jersey, I'm gonna say it was probably around 2018. Your tweet to Tulsi Gabbard was erased. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Oh, Maine Coons are so nice. Battle, Hackensack, New Jersey? Yeah, I believe you. 1994. I believe you. Oh, that's so interesting. I wonder if it's your handler, or I shouldn't say handlers, but your perps that have access to your accounts and that are deleting it. Maybe create a new account. Yeah, I was never able to see her in person, con artist, only over the phone. I had an appointment with her. And I actually tried contacting her after I moved here, like maybe in year two, and she didn't never responded to my email. So then I found out she retired. Keep trying, yeah. Or you know what? If you can't, if the tweets don't go by, go to the website. The website has a form usually that you can fill out. Well, your cat's probably seeing the energy. It's probably seeing the energy waves. But anyway, guys, I'm going to sign off. I'm just really tired. Would you guys like for me to keep the chat open for a while longer so that you can have a conversation with each other? Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, so I'll leave the chat open for a while. And do you want me to play any music in the background, or you want it to just be silence? I don't have any updates on Jessica. I left a message for the legal team at the hospital, but it was too late in the day, so I'm hoping they're going to call me back. I have not heard from her lawyer, and I left two messages for her. Robert Wood spoke to her yesterday. I was going to call her today, but I just didn't have time. I'm going to see if I can get to call her tomorrow. Okay, the silence is fine. I'm just going to keep it going. I'll keep it going, like, for another half an hour so you guys can finish your conversation. And then I'll come back, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes or so, and I'll probably shut down the live stream because it's 1 hour and 39 minutes, so usually before the 2 hour mark. Did Robert Wood lose his family home? Um, I I'm not sure if he lost it or sold it. He's like in more in an apartment now. So yeah, so I'll leave the chat open for a little bit longer So whomever wants to, have a conversation with each other, and then I'll come back and then, shut it down in a little bit, maybe about 15 minutes or so. So good night to everybody. I'm gonna go reheat my hot chocolate, and then I'll be back and end the live stream. So I hope everybody's doing well. Oh, you're so welcome. And when you have time, you can do searches on my channel for the topics of gang stalk, stalking, et cetera, et cetera. I have so many videos, and when I started doing this, I did not know how to tag them properly or place them in playlists until last year. So there are so many videos from like 2 years ago that you're gonna have to do like maybe like a manual search. Oh, you're so welcome, and thank you so much for moderating this evening. I appreciate it, and thank you everybody for your comments. And I'm sorry that your comments are disappearing. Mine are too. I don't know what's going on. Um, they're not liking that we're all chatting up about this, and I think that they're a little bit fearful about the new administration because they are cracking down. I mean, they did get rid of 100 NSA perverts. I'm sure there'll be more. And, people are getting terminated and people are resigning. So even though like our program's not going to get shut down, they're still getting rid of some of these criminals. And that's a good thing. So I'm going to say goodnight to everybody, but I'll be back in about 15 minutes just to end the live stream so you can finish your conversation. Hi, everybody. I'm going to shut the live stream down now. Fred, Tony, Dream, KG, please wake up. I get the food tampering also. It's horrible. Not only do they tamper with the food, but they intentionally rot it, mold it, like brand new food. I have to throw out so much sometimes. Well, thank everybody for joining in this evening. I really appreciate it. And I hope you had some time to have a good chat amongst yourselves. So I'm going to end the stream right now, and I hope everybody has a great night.